Tell them where we're going.
We're going Yellowstone.
We have now arrived in Yellowstone National Park, and this time we were able to find a parking spot at Gibbons Falls. So this is going to be our first stop to go see the falls here. Buffalo out there, and the last two times we've come to Yellowstone we've seen one buffalo each time, so I thought I was cursed to only see one buffalo in Yellowstone, but now we've seen many. This guy here is having a dust bath. What are you doing? Where are you hanging out?
In the hamlet.
So we made it to our campsite. We're at the Bridge Bay. I think it's called the Bridge Bay campsite. And we are kind of way out in the woods here. And we got the tent set up and the hammock set up. And so now we're just chilling for a little bit before we make some food. We made it to Old Faithful over here, and just as we were arriving it was actually going off. So we saw just the tail end of the last eruption, and maybe we'll be able to catch the next one. We had tried to go to the West Thumb Geyser Basin, but it was raining up there, so we decided we'll do that one later. So now we're going to go walk around the Upper Geyser Basin, which is here by Old Faithful, and see if it goes off again while we're here.
I guess now.
And what are you looking at?
I will.
Good morning again, Yellow Van fans. We are here at the Mud Volcano now. We woke up, we had some breakfast, went on a little walk, and now this is going to be our first hike of the day. It's not really a hike. It's just some boardwalks around some more geothermal features. Lucy, what are you seeing?
Buffalo.
Yeah, we are now stuck in one of the famous Yellowstone traffic jams caused by buffalo on the road and on the sides, and everybody's stopping to look at them, and the car in front of us is not super cool about it. They keep trying to see if they can pass this RV in front of them, but of course there's half a mile of cars in front of them. So when you come to Yellowstone, you just have to be prepared to stop. We're now up on the north end of the park here in Yellowstone, and we went up to Mammoth Hot Springs and talked to a ranger there, got Lucy her junior ranger book, and now we are going to go up here and see the petrified tree. We just stopped to have lunch here at a picnic area over by the Tower Road, which is, the Tower Road's closed, but we're at a picnic area near there on our way to the Lamar Valley to see some wildlife, and we saw a bear. The bear just walked through the picnic area here. And so that was pretty crazy. It wasn't super close to us, but it did walk kind of close to some other people who picked up their picnic and went to their car. And yeah, it was a black bear just wandering through in the middle of the day. Back to our campsite. We did some junior ranger activities, took a rest, and now we've come back down to the west thumb of Yellowstone Lake, which is what we tried to do last night, but it was raining, so we couldn't do it at that point. which we've never been to before, so this will be an exciting trip for us. Alright, what were your favorite things in Yellowstone, Megan, that we did this time?
I didn't know you were going to ask me this question.
Okay. Lucy, what was your favorite thing we did in Yellowstone? You liked the hammock? That was your favorite? Okay, Megan, now, are you ready? What was your favorite? What was your favorite thing we did this time in Yellowstone?
I really liked the West Thumb hike that we did, and I liked seeing all the animals in Hayden Valley. I thought Hayden Valley was better than Lamar Valley.
That was better for
us.
For buffalo. Yeah, we didn't see a bear there. We saw a bear in Lamar Valley.
That's true. And I was going to say, I did like seeing the bear. That was cool.
You like those buffalo, huh? Yeah, we did go to picnic area and see a bear, huh? And I'd say, yeah, I was really happy to finally see a bunch of animals in Yellowstone because we haven't really seen any of the other 2 times we've come through. And I also really liked that West Thumb hike. That's probably my favorite of the hikes.
The mud volcanoes were good too.
Mud volcanoes were cool too. But that West Thumb is very different from other places. Very pretty. Now we have arrived in Grand Teton National Park. You can see the Grand Tetons right over here. And we're just going to head into the park now and see if we can find a campsite. Most of the campsites here are first come, first serve, so hopefully we can find something. We're now in a very long line of cars to the Colter Bay Campground. I think it's Colter Bay. And the lady, some type of ranger lady, walked by and she said all the other campgrounds in the park are full. It is just about 9:20 a.m. here. So that's a little bit crazy because there are over 1,000 campsites in Grand Teton National Park and it's a Monday morning. So I guess it's very popular right now. So she said perhaps we'll get a spot here. It's unlikely, but this is the only place we'll have a chance of getting a spot. So we'll see. Right, Megan waited in the line for about 2 hours or so, about an hour and a half, and got a campsite at an RV campsite while Lucy and I went to the visitor center and the gift shop and walked around to try and stop having a screaming 2-year-old in our car. And so now we're headed up to our RV site where we're going to try and set up our tent. So this should be a fun and interesting experience, but at least we have a spot. So here is our campsite. Got a table and a fire pit, which is great. Oh, I mean, it's kind of sloped, but it's not as sloped as what we were just on. Kind of rocky. We're just lucky to have a site here, I guess, very popular. Right by the restrooms, which has its pros and cons. And there's our car down there, you can see. You probably have to have a fairly small RV to actually park here. We have now arrived at Jenny Lake. It is extremely busy here, and so it took a bit to find parking. Now we're going to try and walk down and see if we can see the lake and how crowded it is and if the shuttle boat is running. Got on the shuttle boat, we rode across Jenny Lake, and now we are on our way up to see if we can hike to Gibbons Falls. So we're just sitting around the fire here. We had dinner and we're roasting starbursts. And if you've never roasted starburst before, you really should, because they are super good. You just take the starburst, and we're doing tropical ones because those are the best. And you just stick it on there, and then you had some candy.
Yeah.
Did you have the hot ones? No, because they're too hot for a little girl, huh? You just put them on your marshmallow stick and just roast them, and it doesn't take very long at all. They just get a little bit caramelized. They're super good. Okay, it is morning again. We just checked out of our campsite and we saw a very long line of cars already waiting to get in. It's about 8:30 in the morning. And now we're going to go hike the Lakeshore Trail along Jackson Lake. So we finished up at the Lakeview Trail, then went to the visitor center and got a magnet, and now we are heading out of the park towards Jackson Hole. What do you think of the Lakeview Trail?
The parts where you could see the lake were really pretty.
Yep.
But it was the name. You liked it, Lucy? Lucy
It's
walked
called Lakeshore Trail.
Lakeshore Trail.
I think.
Yeah, it is. Lucy walked the whole way, which was very impressive. It was an
2
over
miles.
2-mile hike. And yeah, where you could see the lake, it was very, very beautiful. I just wish the whole trail was like right on the lake shore.
Yeah. There was a lot that was kind of like inland through the woods. And
Which was
so,
cool. It was shady, but you couldn't see the lake.
in your drawing, what are you coloring? A deer. No. I would say that you can probably just do the first part. Just the, if you go out,
Do like the marina side.
yeah, you do the marina side, and you just do that like 0.9 loop instead of the going out and onto the island in the second loop. It's probably fine.
I don't know, like the views on the back side of that island loop
Yeah.
were really, really good.
They were really good. That's why you do that hike.
Yeah, that's why you would do that second loop.
But the views from that little spit of land were also
Yeah,
quite good.
they were good.
So, just depends how much you want to do.